Well, good morning, everybody. We have just headed out from Pine Grove Furnace State Park early in the morning. We left at 6:30. We made a half a mile maybe, but we're about to leave the park. And we got a pretty good day ahead of us. We're gonna be close to 14 miles. Not sure of the views, honestly. We'll see what we see. I know we're gonna stop about halfway. There's like a little market store, general store that most people do stop at, and it might be just in time for lunch or something, maybe early lunch. And from there we'll fill up on drinks and whatnot and keep on moving. So we'll see what the day has to hold, and hope everybody's having a wonderful morning, and we'll see you a little bit further down the path. What a pretty trail. Since leaving the Pine Grove Furnace State Park, the trail really narrowed. It's almost like a bike trail or something, you know. I don't even know in the Carolinas or Georgia I've seen a trail so narrow where the vegetation has grown up so close to the sides, and the trail kind of winds. It's not a straight path. I guess it could be. It's almost like whoever developed the trail here purposefully put a wind in the trail where you go 20 or 30 yards and you'll meander left or right. It's kind of cool, kind of interesting that way. It's a beautiful morning. I shared with you our plan. Going to do about 14 miles today. There is a general store we're going to stop at. It's called the Green Mountain Store. It's kind of famous. You know, not famous, but it's a place where most hikers do stop because it's only about 2/10 of a mile off of the trail. Easily accessible. They can resupply or get hot food or whatever, so it's definitely popular, I would say, with hikers. And then we're going to get picked up today at around mile 14, and we're going to go into Carlisle. We'll be in Carlisle 2 nights. Carlisle is the town where, when I was first doing my estimations or forecasts as to where I might be, and I gave it to my wife, so she had to buy some tickets and things of that nature. So it was important to give a specific date, and I obviously missed that estimate because she was supposed to pick me up in Carlisle, but the date I gave her is a week from now. So obviously we're moving ahead of that forecasted plan, and maybe I set the estimate a little bit conservatively too, because you never know when you're going to run into really bad weather, and you may have to set out 2 or 3 days because of weather. And for whatever reason, we're here a week early, and that's okay. You know, we're gonna, as I mentioned on the last video, we're kind of slowing a little bit, but with that, we're still going to end up probably 50 or 60 miles north of where I intended to be. But I've already got a shuttle set up to pick me up and bring me back to Lancaster, so it'll all be fine. It's just one of those things. So yeah, today should be a really good day. As I say that, the trail has changed. Now we're seeing the true colors of what Pennsylvania has to offer, what they're known for. Often Pennsylvania is called Rocksylvania, and it's because this state, on the trail anyway, seems to have an abundance of miles with rocks. This little patch of rocks we're hitting right now, I'm sure it's going to be a short-lived situation, but not too much further. Once we get past Duncan in Pennsylvania, heading north is where you may walk for, a week and have nothing but rocks. So doing this ongoingly for multiple days, I can only imagine how frustrating that could be, because you're slowing your pace dramatically and you're always looking down. You're always doing your best not to twist an ankle or whatever. So that's coming. That's not here yet, believe it or not. It's not here yet. This is the good part of Pennsylvania, where we'll see a lot of field walking and some pretty cruisy trails, as the through hikers call them, cruisy, where it's just smooth walking. So we'll see a lot more of that too. So anyway, I look forward to it. You got to take what you get and don't throw a fit, and make the best of every day. I hope y'all are having a great day, as I am, and we'll see you a little bit further down the path with more rocks. So yeah, we just passed the James Fry shelter. We didn't have a reason to go up and visit, so we no need to go. But look what a pretty bridge and pretty water. Kind of nice to see the water not swelled up above the banks today. All right, folks. We have made it just about, I think we're less than 2 miles, I'm sure, from our pickup point. Sure like that Green Mountain store. I wish I could have filmed a little bit more. I kind of sense that the store owner, he probably sees YouTuber kind of guys coming in all the time with their cameras stuck out and looking at all the stuff he sells, and so I chose not to do that. But I would tell you, it was a good store, and pretty much everything in there was perfect for what a hiker needs. But I think he also probably caters to local camping and fishing. There's lakes nearby, and you saw he sells live bait. It's that kind of store with lots of snacks, lots of ice creams, and most importantly, that grill that he had going on had some great food, burgers and hot dogs and Philly cheesesteak. Detox and I both had the Reuben sandwich because we'd heard that was one of their best sandwiches. So, and it was really good. And instead of getting the traditional fries, we also heard that their their potatoes, like these little cake things, that were really good. And so, yeah, it was a good lunch. Also had the opportunity to spend a little bit of time. They showed up a little bit later. A couple of other hikers, a man and woman. Their hiking name was Uncle Buck, and his wife was Pure Beauty. I guess they've been married for many years. He was dating, and when he first saw her when she was 16, he referred to her as Pure Beauty. So he ended up using that as a trail name. But I showed you the picture of the four of us together, and it was nice spending some time talking to them as well. So we're hiking on. Again, we have about less than 2 miles from the destination. We've had 0 views today. We're really hiking through fairly low country. I would guess that we might be 500 or 600 feet above sea level here. Just simply not really high. We'll take a little bump like we are here in a second. Might go up 50 feet or something. And it'll flatten out, and then we'll go back down. But it's been pretty easy walking, to be honest with you. Nothing really too tough, but a good day. So we'll catch up with you as soon as we get to our extraction point, and catch up at that point. All right, couldn't get through the day without climbing a mountain and a bunch of rocks. So that's level, and that's where we're going. So let's get after it. That's where we came from. All right, enough talking. It's time to get walking. Whew. Here we go. Going to be one of those rare times to actually video going uphill. Not all the way though, I can tell you that. Switch back. Another switchback. I think it's going to ease off. Okay. I thought we have reached the top of the hill. This big cluster of rocks, but of course the Appalachian Trail wants us to climb these rocks. So here we go. Let's see what this is about. I love that right there. For those of us who are directionally challenged, I think we should go right. How about this? Kind of reminds me of going through the guillotine, but there's no rock above. Okay. Fun continues. Let's wind around and go down. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look at the snake skin that's coming out of this hole. Look how long it is. Holy smokes. Wow. Let's not hang around and find out who that belonged to. Let's keep going. Okay. If you want to go back to Gaw, you're going to turn right. We're not. We're going to me. So we're going to go this way. I guess we're going this way. Yeah. That was fun. I think we're generally out of it. I think we're going to cycle around behind it now. I don't want to gross anybody out, but I kind of scraped my leg on one of those rocks that I was going through real tight. And I'll warn you ahead of time, don't look if you're a little squeamish, okay? And I will also tell you that it looks way worse than it is. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's pretty. I like to try to keep those legs pretty, but today was not my day. So it happens out here, you know. It's too hot for long pants, and there's always a risk of scraping or scratching or getting bug bit or something. But I promise you that's no big deal. It's just a scrape. All right, folks. We're almost to our extraction point and still having a great day. Folks, we're still not out of the rock scramble. We're trying to figure out the best way to navigate, negotiate this rock right here. I guess you could climb up on this one and then over and probably jump. I think I'm gonna go to the left and over here. Problem with going up is you got to go down. And that's a pretty significant down, but I got pretty good grips on my shoes. And they ain't Spider-Man kind of grips, but they're pretty good. Yeah. This is like a, you know, some grown-ups playground out here. Obstacle course, romper room. It's right here, buddy. For us who are directionally challenged, they put an arrow up there for me. I think we had to go up that rock. Or maybe, yeah, maybe do a little loop-de-loo right here. I don't know. We're figuring it out. I'm glad we have a few extra minutes before the ride shows up. Our speed, our miles per hour has slowed dramatically. But I have to agree that this is kind of fun. Well, they don't get scraped up anymore. Okay, we're just searching for white blazes on rocks. You guys are curious. There's one on a tree. Yeah. I think we're out of it, but there's some more rocks. Oh boy. With an arrow, in case we're directionally challenged, which I usually am. Let's see where it goes real quick. I thought this was going to be a short video. It might end up being a long video. But you probably won't see it every day. Oh man, up and over, and then down the other side and around. All right, that's probably enough. Yeah, okay, let's try a little more. Oh yeah, we're going back to civilization. All right, everybody, we have made it to our extraction point. About a 14-mile day today, and we'll have something similar, I think, for tomorrow as well. But overall, a really good day. I think the highlights for me was the Green Mountain store, where we enjoyed a delicious lunch. Well, it's like 9:30. We had a Reuben, so I don't know if that's lunch or not, but it was good regardless of what time we had it. And also I had you didn't see it on camera, but I also had a black cherry milkshake, which was really good as well. So it was very good. We also each got a half gallon of sweet tea, although it was diet sweet tea, so you feel good about that, not too much sugar. But for $3 you get a half a gallon, and you can buy one Gatorade. It's $3, so it's for the quantity, it was great. So we're here at our point of pickup, and we're just waiting for our ride to pick us up and take us on into Carlisle, Pennsylvania tonight. So that's the plan. Overall, a really nice day. I think also that rock scramble we had at the end was pretty fun too. So I really didn't anticipate it. I've seen that before on other people's videos, but I wasn't really sure exactly where it was and didn't anticipate it at all for today. But it did challenge us, after doing a lot of easy through the woods, flat trail walking, to find ourselves in a rock scramble was interesting at the very end of the day. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning.